To win first. All I can say is I'm a candidate who likes a little fun. See that everyone has a drink with me.
Well, you folks heard the next mayor. Everybody order up. Have a drink.
Everything's a bit different than your side of town, isn't it, Lucille?
A lot different. Fighting and vital.
That newspaper man, Kemp, he's here. I steered him to your office.
Oh, sorry, dear. Something I have to take care of. Won't be a minute. See that Miss Stevens has everything she wants.
Beautiful job of soundproofing, Brockton. Does the sound of money annoy you that much?
Come off it, Kemp. Our problem's a very simple one. Your newspaper's against sin, and I'm for it. Neither attitude is very new. People read you, Kemp, but they also forget you very quickly. Fact is, you give me a lot of free advertising.
I'm not going to let you become mayor.
Just spell my name right. B-R-O-C-K-T-O-N.
Yours and the names of the men who are backing you. You've got mob money behind you, Brockton. You get in the city hall, they own the city. Took a lot of sweat to trace the connections, but this time next week, you won't be running for office. You'll be running for your life.
You won't even get that chance.
Killing me won't save your hide, Brockton.
Close the door. I'll take it. Lock it. Lock it!
What are you doing?
Don't be afraid, young lady. I don't think I'll be killed with a witness present.
Now, Kemp, you know that a wife can't be made to testify against her husband.
But you're not married.
No. But we will be. It's a must.
I was walking the tightrope again. This time it was stretched over a city in the West that had never shaken itself free of gun trouble. A newspaper man had been murdered and his body thrown away on a garbage dump, like a pile of rubbish. My job was to get on the inside of a downtown nightclub district called the Neon Wheel and work my way out with the killer. The odds were all against me, but that's the morning line, every day, on the tightrope. I have an appointment to see the mayor.
Oh?
Jim Foster. You won't find the name in there. I just made the appointment.
The mayor's busy.
Too busy to win an election?
Exactly what are you selling?
Boats, wrapped in a project I want to talk to the mayor about.
The mayor's very busy. Come back next week.
Of course. That is, unless the mayor's opponent snaps up the project. Where can I reach Harry Brockton?
Is that supposed to scare us?
Does it?
Sit down, Mr. Foster.
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor, there's a Mr. Foster here. I think you should see him. All right, I'll tell him. He's with the police chief. He'll see you in a few moments.
I just knew you'd have long legs.
We've got to find Kemp's murderer. I'm certain Brockton is behind it all.
Brockton and his crowd are covered miles wide with alibis. I've sent for an undercover man from another city.
Why an undercover man? Can't our own police department handle it?
Brockton knows every man on our police force. Now, to get to the bottom of this, we must have somebody who can move around, an outsider. And, Mr. Mayor, because of the election, we have a peculiar situation on our hands. Putting the regular police pressure behind Brockton at this time may make it seem like some sort of political strategy on your part. This way, with an undercover man on the job, a man unknown even to you, we can't be accused of partiality or prejudice.
I see. All right, I agree. You've used good judgment. When does this officer get here?
Oh, he's already on the job. I must caution you not to mention this to anybody. You see, in undercover work, a man's life is at stake almost every moment.
I understand. I'll do as you say.
Oh, Ann, would you call my office and tell them I'm on my way?
I'd be glad to.
Thank
You may go in now.
Only have a few minutes, Mr. Foster.
Well, only need 2 of them, Mr. Mayor. The principals I represent are looking for a location for a manufacturing plant.
Oh? What kind of industry?
Electronics. The land we're interested in is this tract owned by the city. If the price is equitable, my principals are interested in buying it. Bringing this kind of industry to your city, Mr. Mayor, might make a solid plank in your campaign platform. Would mean more housing, more schools.
I don't suppose you'd expect that to influence the price of the land.
Not at all, sir. But I will tell you that my principals are investigating locations in other cities, so time is of the essence.
I don't have the time to go into it right now, Mr. Foster. However, if you will leave your plans, I'll study them, and if they seem feasible, I'll take the matter up with the City Planning Commission.
That's good enough. I believe I left you with 45 seconds of that 2 minutes, Mr. Mayor.
I appreciate that. In an election year, Mr. Foster?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Now is the time for all good men to come to the aid of their party. Is that all anybody ever thinks about around here, the election?
It's an exercise.
How about something more strenuous like dinner?
For the perfect stranger.
I wouldn't say perfect, but I can try. Oh, you don't have to type me a letter. Just tell me yes or no.
Yes. I suppose you already know that the mayor's interested in your project.
Oh, I haven't been told.
Do you have to be? You're such a confident type.
Oh, in all the adventures of the English language, there is absolutely no answer to that. I pass.
Do you mean you're actually stuck for something to say?
Not anymore. You're beautiful.
You're impossible.
Miss Hendricks, compliments on Mr. Brockton.
Send them back to Mr. Brockton with an impolite refusal.
Yes, Miss Hendricks.
Another competent type?
The friendly rival competent type. That's Harry Brockton.
Man who keeps the neon wheel spinning, huh?
The next mayor, he thinks.
Is that Mrs. Brockton?
They've just been married a week. Nobody can quite figure that out. Society background. Everyone thought she was just slumming.
Well, this is all too much for me. I'm too new around here.
Hello, Ann. Oh, don't get up.
Difficult to insult Mr. Brockton. He's a gentleman from the word no.
Now, Ann, just because you're loyal to the mayor doesn't make us enemies.
Mr. Brockton, Mr. Foster.
Mr. Foster. Well, now, I don't think I've seen you around here before.
Your campaigning will be useless. Mr. Foster hasn't a vote. He's a stranger in town.
Well, then, in that case, why don't you show him the neon wheel? Might be interesting to see how the other half has a go at it.
Yeah, sounds great. Might be fun.
Fun. That's my campaign in a nutshell. See you at my place later?
Are you serious?
Why not? Let's see how the other half lives.
All right, let's go. Get the car.
Time to be locked up so soon?
Now, don't start that again, my dear.
When will it end?
When you stop drinking.
How can I? It's the only way I can stop remembering.
He's waiting for you.
Can't I go with you to the club? I don't want to be alone tonight.
Some other time, my dear.
Watch these dice coming out.
That's the way to go.
Come on, you can do it. I'll take the odds.
Take it easy. You've got a fortune on the table.
Haven't you got the message yet, baby? The dice are talking to me. Well, is that so?
Holding up the game, Foster.
More like holding up the house.
Oh!
Quit now. You're
let it ride. Everything on the next roll.
No, you can't.
Any objections?
Only if you win. Give Mr. Foster the dice.
The hand is always quicker than the eye. So I didn't bother to look at the stickman's hand. I'd already caught the message in Brockton's voice. The dice I picked up had to be clunkers, loaded with nothing but snake eyes, 3s and 12s. They couldn't get the dice away from me, so it was time for the switch. You know something? I think maybe you're right. I'm betting the dice are wrong.
No, I'm really confused.
I'm betting against myself. You got any money in your purse, Ann?
$50.
Bet it all on any craps. I've been going pretty good, haven't I, folks? Why don't you make the switch with me? Bet against the dice for a change. I'm so lucky I can't lose. Yeah, now everybody collect your money. Everybody wins.
We haven't even thrown the dice yet.
Mere formality. Like I say, everybody wins. Oh, great. Me, a big winner, and you insist on an ice cream parlor.
I happen to like ice cream sodas.
Hi. Take off. Down that alley. You want your face scrambled? Go on, move. You're going to go to the airport. We're going to send your clothes along later.
But I don't have a reservation.
Well, you buy one. You got enough money to do that.
Just what is it about me that Brockton can't stand?
Everything. Especially a certain deal with the mayor.
Oh?
Mr. Brockton knows what's going on everywhere. Now, you get in the back of the car, Mr. Foster.
Oh, I'm sorry. The town I come from, more guys go to the cemetery in the back seat of a car than in a hearse.
You want to get shot? Right here. Now. In the head.
There's just too many questions to answer. Let me sum it up. Now I got a surprise for you. Bedtime.
I was so worried.
I thought you might be. You better call the police back and tell them I'm okay.
Well, I didn't call the police.
I didn't think you did.
I was so flustered.
Yeah, but not too much to deliver me in the alley of that ice cream parlor.
Why, you can't think that. They must have followed you there because of the money.
You set it up.
Jim, please.
Answer it.
No, not at this
All right,
hour.
we'll both answer it. Just say hello.
Hello.
How'd it go, honey?
Oh, just great, baby. You'll find your boys in the alley.
Who is this?
The winner, and I'll be Silver. Why don't we stop these expensive games? I don't kill easy, and I'm not running. You keep sending your bad boys at me, and I'll start taking them out of action for keeps. Maybe I won't stop there.
Perhaps I didn't figure you. Guy on the take, yeah, but a gun on the move. From where?
I'll send you an autobiography.
These principals you represent. Who are they?
Money behind you, who are they?
Have a drink? How do you like it?
Straight.
The election's going to be close. I may be a little ahead because of the freeloaders out there. With them, I can make the campaign loud and noisy. All I have to promise them is more of everything, and they buy it. Not so with the smart people. Can't sell them a thing.
That figures. The farther you get from the neon wheel, the more you start to fade.
You're about to be invited to a meeting with the mayor's group on your electronics project.
You hear everything first.
Now you're going to hear something first. With your help, I can knock the mayor out of the box. All I have to do is frame him with a fix. Like having you give him a bribe.
One slight hitch. How do I go about making an honest man take dirty money?
Very simple. When the mayor's signing his routine papers, and plans the blank deposit slip, $15,000 goes into the mayor's account. When that's done, you start hollering real loud to the voters.
And in a few weeks, it's his honor, Mayor Brockton.
When I'm mayor, we donate the land for your project as a gesture of goodwill. Tell that to your principals.
I will not be shadowed every minute, everywhere. I want to go home alone.
Dear, you know that's impossible. You've been drinking too much tonight.
And every night since we've been married, and you know why.
Close the door.
No, please.
Now, don't get hysterical again.
Guy could lose a lot of votes on a wife-beating charge.
You could have a serious accident drinking the way you do. Take her home. You're not afraid of much, are you?
I'm afraid of everything all the time. That's why I operate so good. When do I meet the mayor's crowd?
Tomorrow night. There's probably an invitation in your room right now. That's why I was having you shipped out of town.
When does the money go into the mayor's bank?
When I say so.
I'll keep in touch.
Don't bother. You won't be out of sight for a minute.
He was right. I wasn't out of sight or sound. Brockton had an organized network of shadow men and informers. Chambermaids, bellboys, telephone girls, newsboys, and waiters. I was tapped and eyed around the clock.
As I'm sure you must have gathered, Mr. Foster, the committee not only likes your project, but is also grateful to you for bringing it to our city. I'm certain that in the next week, the necessary arrangements can be concluded. Is there anything further you'd like to say?
No, sir. I'll notify my principals tomorrow.
Does the successful planner plan to do any dancing?
Go ahead, you two. There's been enough business talk for one evening.
Thank you. Your small talk got so small it disappeared entirely.
I'm not in the mood for small talk.
All right, then. What kind of talk? Brockton talk?
You're in with him now.
So we're both on the same team.
I'm supposed to be watching you.
And I'm supposed to be watching you, too. It's the oldest intelligence system in the world. Some snake started it with Adam and Eve. Now all the snakes use it. Well, I guess we're not in the mood to dance either, huh? Fresh air? You don't seem like the type of girl who'd be tied up with a man like Brockton.
All sorts of people team up with Brockton. Like you, for instance.
I'm mercenary. What's your reason?
Well, not money. I work for Brockton because I have to. I have a brother, a kid who made a foolish mistake once. Brockton could send him to jail. This way, I keep him out. That's standard procedure with Brockton. He has something on everyone, including his wife.
She's quite a lush.
She hardly drank at all. Now she's trying to drown herself. Ever since they've been married, it's been this way.
When were they married?
A day I'll never forget. The day Kemp's body was found. Kemp was a newspaper man.
And you sound as if you think there's a connection.
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Look, Anne, be smart. Play with the winning team. Now, you just concentrate on framing the mayor, huh?
Is that what's going on?
You didn't know?
Brockton hands it up, bit by bit. You never know the whole story till it's all over.
Well, maybe you weren't supposed to know. Maybe he's afraid you won't want a part of framing a man like the mayor.
He's a good man. He doesn't deserve something like this.
Now, don't get heroic, baby. What's one city and one man compared to your life and your brother's? Play ball with Brockton. We'll all play together at the neon wheel.
What a happy thought. I'm going inside.
I could see that the frame-up of the mayor had hit Anne. Hard. Hard enough, I hoped. Somebody had to make a move against Brockton. Somebody on the inside. I was boxed in tight. It couldn't be me. I was pinned down in my hotel room for 2 days. Brockton wanted it that way. He had one of his ears attached to the phone and enough help on the hotel payroll to keep all my moves charted. Oh, is it?
Bellcap. You wanted the afternoon paper, Mr. Foster?
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Thank you. One other thing. Mr. Brockton would like to see you.
Well, now, how would you know about that? You work for the hotel.
Well, I work for Mr. Brockton, too, on occasions.
Like keeping tabs on me around the clock.
Well, I've got a lot of help.
Mr. Brockton would like to see you now. He doesn't like to be kept waiting.
By all means. Let's not keep him waiting. You're supposed to see me to the elevator.
That's right, Mr. Foster.
And the elevator man sees me to the lobby.
That's right, Mr. Foster.
And so on and so on.
And so on. All the way down to the neon wheel.
Thanks for the other night. Why did you do it?
When I see a fight, I like to see an even match. We haven't been introduced, Mrs. Brockton. I'm Jim Foster.
I'm never introduced to anybody, Mr. Foster. My husband doesn't allow it.
Well, he doesn't seem like the jealous type.
It's not jealousy, Mr. Foster. You see, there's a skeleton in Harry Brockton's closet. And I hold the key.
And that helps you forget?
That helps me forget a lot of things.
Excuse me, Mrs. Brockton.
All right, you sent for me. I'm here. What's up?
All right, now Ann's on her way to the mayor's bank with the $15,000. He signed his monthly deposit slip and switched the amount of the deposit. Later on today, I want you to holler real loud to the newspapers about how you had to pay the mayor off to get the city-owned property. The deal was blocked until the mayor got his fix.
Oh, that's real cute. That puts two out of your way. The mayor and Kemp.
I wouldn't know anything about Kemp. I was off getting married.
What about Ann? Can you be sure she'll stay with the frame?
Of course not. When she comes out of the bank, she's going to have an accident. Bad accident. Automobile out of control. Shame.
There was nothing I could do to stop it. I couldn't have reached anyone in time. All I wanted to do was reach out and choke Brockton. But I couldn't do that either.
Yes, sir. When I'm mayor, I can use a man like you, Foster. I got a lot of ideas for this town. Should be over by now. You know, I never could stand waiting, especially for something I wanted real badly.
The whole thing's blown up. It's haywire. I just got a call.
What are you talking about?
Ann went to the bank, but she never came out. She made a call to the mayor, and he called the police.
Well, I could work my way out of that. Clear out of here and get my attorney.
Yeah, well, there's something else. There's a subpoena out for everybody, including your wife. They're going to dig into this Kemp thing.
Kemp? My wife's still out there?
Yeah, she's out there. Only drunker.
I warned her she was going to have an accident. Drinking the way she does. I was right.
But wait a minute. Whatever it is you're afraid she'll say, after all, a wife can't testify against her husband.
You're smarter than that. A wife can't be forced to testify. I don't think she'd have to be. She might even like it. Get her. Bring her over to me.
You'll never get away with this.
I've been getting away with things all my life. She goes out the window.
You can't do it.
I'm not, he is. Go ahead. Maybe you want to go with her.
There's an easier way. We can get her out of town.
She's going out of town, 14 stories out.
Push her.
You!
I can't tell you how much I appreciate what you did, Ann. It took real courage.
Well, I'm the one who's grateful, Mr. Mayor. Grateful for your forgiveness.
Oh. Hello.
This is Jim Foster, Mayor.
Oh. I know all about the frame, Foster. We're going to run you out of town.
You won't have to. I'm on my way. Just send the police over to Brockton's place. I think Mrs. Brockton will have plenty to tell you.
I don't get it, Foster. Just which side are you on?
Your side. Just took longer to make contact than I figured.
Will you excuse us a moment, Ann? You know something, Chief? I just talked to the undercover man.
That's right, Jim Foster.
You better get over to the Brockton place.
Right away, sir.
Lots of other neon wheels. Sin streets controlled by men like Harry Brockton. I meet them all on the Tightrope. They try to move into business, government, anywhere they can drive a wedge with terror and money. You can never sleep while they scheme. Somebody's got to fight the Harry Brocktons. I'll do it on the Tightrope. I hope everybody else will do it on their end.